Now on CoastTV News.
New tax up for debate in Sussex County, how it could affect short-term rentals. In Delaware decision, we continue our look ahead to next week's election by hearing from two women running to be the state's next lieutenant governor.
This is CoastTV News Midday.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Lisa Weber and welcome to CoastTV News Midday. New this morning, we have new pictures from a scary car crash that happened in Georgetown. According to the Georgetown Fire Company, on Monday around 5:22 p.m., a car drove into a building at the intersection of East Market Street and Kimmy Street. On your screen right now are images from that crash, and both the fire company and Georgetown EMS responded. Happening today, Sussex County is considering a 3% tax on short-term rentals. The council is set to hear a presentation from the finance director, and this would go for things like Airbnbs, specifically in unincorporated areas of the county, so not downtown. Many towns already have this in place, and a 3% lodging tax ordinance was actually previously imposed in 2019, but was then suspended during COVID-19. And we're going to take a live look outside into Milford right now, and our first alert meteorologist, Bob Trey, he joins us. Bob, it's beautiful outside right now, but I had to break out my gloves in the morning. I needed to. It's cold.
I did notice you, Lisa, this morning. You had your puffy jacket on and gloves, and for good reason. It was a cold start. We had temperatures in the 30s and 40s, but now a nice recovery in temperatures. We're warming into the low 60s from Salisbury to Georgetown, Seaford at 60, 59 in Ocean Pines and Ocean City, and 61 for Bethany Beach and Rehoboth right now. Winds are coming out of the northwest. They're pretty light, but eventually they will shift to the south later today. We'll warm up more so this afternoon. We do have some clouds along the coast from Lewis to Ocean View and Ocean Pines, Golf Club shores, so mainly along and east of 113. That's where we're seeing some of the clouds, a little more numerous. But then you move to the west, eastern shore, down near Salisbury and Crisfield. We're just looking at clear skies as we still have high pressure in charge right now, but eventually this high moves offshore. We start getting into a warmer flow around that high. So as we go into this afternoon, some of those clouds, especially the eastern half of the viewing area, by 2 o'clock we're into the mid 60s, upper 60s by 3:30. Some places right around 70, but cooler for the beaches, and maybe those clouds increasing just a little more as we go into the evening hours. So near 70 this afternoon, wind shifting to the south. That means we warm up the next few days, and we're looking at a scary warm Halloween. More on the Scarecast coming up, and your weekend forecast a little bit later in the newscast.
Thank you, Bob. And new this morning, with Election Day just a week away, Delaware voters are preparing to choose not only their next governor, but also the lieutenant governor. Two women are vying for the position of Delaware's second in command this year, and Democrat Kyle Evans-Gay will face Republican Ruth Briggs King. Both have served in the state legislature, and CoastTV News anchor Christina DeRobertis sat down with both candidates ahead of the election. Both are touting their ability to work across party lines.
As of July 1st, 2024, a family in Sussex County now gets the same amount for childcare as a family in Newcastle County. Before that, it had been reduced by 40%. And so reducing costs across the board for families is part of what I believe can be a bipartisan project moving forward.
One big thing reaching across party lines was working to get the Equal Right Amendment Act passed in Delaware. One time it had failed, and I told the leader across the aisle, if you'll work with me and we get the language right, we can make this happen, and we did. So that's one example.
Delaware's lieutenant governor holds the power to cast a tie-breaking vote in the state Senate and the chair's State Board of Pardons. Another one of the open seat elections in Delaware. This election cycle is for the U.S. Senate. Democrat Lisa Blunt Rochester has served several terms in the House, and Republican Eric Hansen is making his first run at political office. An independent Dr. Mike Katz served in the Delaware State Senate as a Democrat 12 years ago before leaving the party. Both Blunt Rochester and Hansen have staked out positions that are similar to the top of their respective tickets, and the Democratic pushing policies that nearly mirror her mention, and the man she is attempting to replace, Tom Carper. Hansen pushing for a return to the economy under the Trump administration.
when we don't pay our fair share. That's why even a fair tax system is so important. And that's one of the challenges. We can't go back.
Inflation is still hurting folks, and it's still much more expensive to live than it was 5 years ago. We have to fix that. We have to get back to where we were.
I go up and down the state, and the one thing people say to me is, "Where is Lisa?" She's been ineffective in Congress for 8 years, and she runs her campaign like that.
NBC News is projecting this win to be for Blunt Rochester, likely a convincing win, as no Republican Senate candidate has received 44% or more of votes in 24 years. Make sure to tune to Coast TV for our preview week coverage. We will air exclusive candidate interviews focusing on the races that impact us here on Delmarva. Our Decision 2024 preview week continues today. And as for former President Trump, today he is set to hold a rally in Allentown, Pennsylvania. And NBC's Alice Barr shows us some of the fallout from his Sunday event at Madison Square Garden and what is in store for Tuesday.
1 week until Election Day, and the nominees are zeroing in on their closing arguments. Vice President Harris preparing for a speech tonight at the site where former President Trump spoke directly before the January 6 Capitol attack, looking to drive home her case that he's a threat to democracy.
And now he wants unchecked power.
The former president pushing back against what he called
the most sinister and corrupt forces on earth. With your vote this election, you can show them once and for all that this nation does not belong to them. This nation belongs to you.
Mr. Trump also accused the Harris campaign of casting him as a Nazi, following recent claims from past Trump administration staffers that he said Hitler did some good things too, claims he strongly denies.
I'm the opposite of a Nazi.
That as the campaign works to distance itself from bipartisan backlash over a comedian's racist remarks at the Trump Madison Square Garden rally Sunday, including calling Puerto Rico a floating island of garbage. The campaign saying that does not reflect former President Trump's views. His running mate adding this.
I'm not going to comment on the specifics of the joke, but I think that we have to stop getting so offended at every little thing in the United States of America. I'm so over it.
While at her rally in Michigan last night, Vice President Harris responded to protests over the war in Gaza.
I hear you. On the subject of Gaza, we all want this war to end as soon as possible.
A critical issue threatening Democrat support in a must-win state. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
Coming up, see which success, as organizers say this year's festival exceeded the one held in 2023.
Prince George's County politician Angela Alsobrooks may live near D.C., but she'd bring tons of baggage. Nearly 2 decades of illegal tax breaks, $59,000 in back taxes, and thousands in unpaid bills. A sweetheart tax deal. Typical politician. Slumlord Alsobrooks? Records show she was caught operating an illegal rental property. With so much baggage, how can we trust Alsobrooks to represent us? Maryland's Future is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Hi, this is Amber Brazier. Welcome to Brazier's Carpet Care. Drop off your rugs today or have us pick them up and let our state-of-the-art cleaning plant do the rest. Many methods are used to clean rugs, from air dusting to remove fine soil to soaking in our whirlpool. Hand-knotted rugs are carefully washed, rinsed with cold water and wrung out, followed by a trip through the centrifuge before entering our controlled temperature drying room. We also repair all types of rugs from braided to hand-knotted. Quality cleaning by people who care. That's Brazier's Carpet Care.
Do you feel like good customer service is a thing of the past? Achieving a top-notch lawn and healthy plants can be stress-free when it's with a company you can trust. I'm Richie with AC Plant & Turf, where we make it easy. When you call us, you'll speak directly to someone who cares about your needs. Timely service is our priority. Our experienced team is committed to resolving your questions or concerns quickly. Experience the simplicity and convenience of our service. Don't wait. Take the first step towards a beautiful lawn and landscape and call AC Plant & Turf today.
Every roof promises protection, but not all deliver. At Spicer Brothers, we provide more than just a quality roof. We deliver peace of mind. Introducing the Pinnacle Sun Roofing System, featuring 3M cool roofing granules that reflect sunlight and reduce energy costs. These shingles resist algae growth with 3M Scotchgard Protector, ensuring your roof stays pristine. With Class 3 impact resistance, standing strong in any storm. And it's all backed by our lifetime warranty and the best quality workmanship on the shore. Spicer Brothers, because you deserve the best.
Honor the brave men and women who serve Delmarva with a CoastTV salute, sponsored by Spicer Brothers. Nominate a local veteran, a service member, or first responder at coasttvsalutes.com.
Capture your favorite moments at the CoastTV photo booth. Strike a pose and snap a pic, all for free. View previous pictures and see the next event at CoastTV.com under the Features tab. The CoastTV photo booth, sponsored by Baths by Spicer Brothers.
Sea-Watch Festival this year, and it turns out so did a lot of other people. In fact, more than last year. The Chamber of Commerce is awaiting final attendance numbers for this weekend's Sea-Watch Festival, but early indications suggest numbers have surpassed last year's totals. Last year, the festival drew 60,000 attendees on Friday, 100,000 on Saturday, and 40,000 on Sunday. That's over 200,000. And happening today, the groundbreaking ceremony at Sussex Tech for its new school. On your screen right now are the plans for the remodel, and a ceremony will be held later this afternoon at 4, and the new school will cover 353,000 square feet.
It's another outstanding weather day. Here's our camera from Cambridge. Maybe a few little spider webs on there. 61 right now. A nice warm up after that chilly start. Warming into the upper 60s later today. And even warmer the days to come. And Halloween is looking wickedly warm. I'll have your trick or treat forecast coming up in just a little bit. Our umbrella giveaway winner today is Ellen Reed from Ocean View. Congratulations to her. She's got a new umbrella. Maybe she can use it soon. From Paul Davis and Coast TV, there is a slight chance for rain. I'll let you know when that could happen, and your weekend forecast coming up next.
At BSD, we're often asked, what is the most important investment of your home? It's your windows and your kitchen. Our Anderson window experts will help you choose and install the perfect budget-friendly replacements. Anderson windows from BSD will improve energy efficiency and curb appeal. Anderson is the #1 trusted window and door brand, backed by the best warranty in the industry. Visit one of our design studios to bring your dream kitchen to life. From inspiration to installation, BSD has you covered.
As a math teacher, Matt Meyer knows that Delaware's tax system isn't adding up. So he has a plan to fix it. Give middle-class families a tax cut, invest in schools, and lower costs. But Mike Ramone's plan gives tax breaks to the ultra-rich, which could cut education by nearly $175 million. Matt Meyer knows these numbers don't add up. He'll make state taxes fair so families can get ahead. Vote Matt Meyer for governor.
Middays with April Brilliant. It's a feel-good show on your radio.
April is the easiest way to get through my workday.
She plays my favorite songs.
She helped me find my furry friend.
She's always making me smile.
Listening to April is the best way to get through my workday.
She makes me feel special.
Middays with April, weekdays from 10 to 3 on Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3, sponsored by Critter Getters.
At Matt the Carpet Guy, we take our work seriously. That's why we employ the best of the best, to ensure you find exactly what you're looking for. With a warehouse big enough to keep everything in stock, and a showroom we can bring to you. The hardworking team at Matt the Carpet Guy brings affordable flooring within reach. We have cash and carry LVP starting at $1.99. Perfectly installed every time. Matt the Carpet Guy, flooring done right, the family way.
As Election Day nears, Coast TV is your source for a detailed look at the candidates across Maryland and Delaware. From local offices to statewide races, we have in-depth previews of key contenders and the issues shaping this year's ballot. Stay informed on who's running and what's at stake in the decisions that will impact our future. Decision 2024 Preview Week, all this week on Coast TV News, CoastTV.com, and the Coast TV News app.
It was another chilly start. 30s inland this morning, a little bit of patchy frost, but a nice recovery in temperatures up to 62 in Laurel right now. It's widespread blue skies and the foliage is peaking. Just gorgeous fall conditions as temperatures do warm up this afternoon through the 60s, close to 70 as we go into mid-afternoon. And you notice a lot of the beautiful colors out there as we are peaking right now. So this is the time to check out the leaves and great weather to do that as we are getting up to around 70 today. Average average high is 65, 78 tomorrow, and really warm on Halloween up to 80, 76 on Friday. Then it does cool down into the weekend, 62 on Saturday. And now we have to also talk about the bad side of things. The drought conditions continue. It's now 32 straight days that we have not had any rain. No rain for the month of October. Last measurable rain was September 27th. We only picked up 1,300 then, and the record is 34. So we'll tie that on Halloween and then probably surpass it heading into Friday. And here are the top 5 driest periods. We're number 2 right now, 32 days. Number 1 is 34 days from October through November of 2001, and that one is going to fall as well. It's dry and sunny right now, 62 in Delmarva, Georgetown 63, Milton 63, and lower 60s at the beaches right now. We have a light northwesterly winds. Winds are variable with high pressure, and there are some clouds from Lewis to Millsboro, Gumboro, Ocean Pines, kind of a broken overcast, maybe a little cloudy around Ocean City right now, but farther to the west for the eastern shore and points south, it's mainly clear skies as we still have high pressure over the top of us or just to our west, but that will start to slide offshore later today, and then we'll get into a southerly flow around that high, and we'll really start to warm up, especially behind this warm front across the Ohio Valley. Unfortunately, no rain with that. You can see all the dry conditions across the Central Plains, so we're going to be looking at dry weather really the next few days. Here is Futurecast at noon. Some of those clouds, especially along the coast, otherwise are warming through the 60s, close to 70 this afternoon, low to mid 60s, a little cooler at the beaches, and we'll see a few clouds this evening. And then tonight, as the winds kick in out of the south, temperatures not falling off as quickly. In fact, by tomorrow morning, we're seeing temperatures down into the low 50s. And starting out that warm, you know it's going to be warm with that southerly breeze into the afternoon. Tomorrow, mid 70s midday, and then by the afternoon, upper 70s, close to 80 degrees inland areas. And then as we move into your Halloween, 60s in the morning hours and very warm for the afternoon. A lot of places topping out near 80 with 70s at the beaches, and the winds picking up as well and very mild for the trick-or-treaters as well. As we're seeing those winds variable now, they'll start to pick up out of the south and southwest and get pretty gusty as we go into Halloween later in the day. That's where we're concerned about the possibility of elevated fire danger, but looking good for the trick-or-treaters. Temperatures falling from the 70s into the 60s for Halloween evening. Then our next chance of rain, a slight chances on Friday with the cold front. Not looking too optimistic with that. Otherwise, we're looking dry and cooler as we go into this upcoming weekend. 70 this afternoon, mostly sunny. It's warming up. And then tonight, 50, mostly clear, not as cold. 78 on Wednesday with mostly sunny skies. Paul Davis 7-day forecast. 80 for Halloween, mid-70s Friday, and then cooler 60s for the weekend. Remember, clocks go back 1 hour Sunday morning. Good time to check the carbon monoxide detectors, smoke detectors as well. And then 70s and dry heading into Monday.
Thank you, Bob. And coming up tonight on DSN at 6 p.m., it's 1CW Pro Wrestling. Tonight at 7 p.m., Salisbury University will face off against Rowan in football. And at 10:30, it's the final score. And coming up tonight on DSN Plus, you can also watch the game of the night, but there's many other exclusives. At 4 p.m., you can catch Kent Island take on Queen Anne's in field hockey. Then at 5 p.m., the Gunston School will play Salisbury Christian in volleyball. At 5:30, it's Kent Island and Queen Anne's in girls soccer. Then at 6:30, watch Sussex Central play Odessa in boys soccer.
Hey everybody, happy Tuesday. Here's what's coming up today at 4 on Coast Life.
If your morning ritual calls for a cup of coffee and maybe you want to spook it up a little bit, we know the people that can do just that.
Ooh, looking forward to that. We're also getting ready for Thursday. That, of course, is Halloween. We're talking trick-or-treat or trunk-or-treat. What's the better option? What do you prefer? We're going to hear from you during our great debate. That and more today at 4 on Coast Life.
In Washington, they talk, but in Delaware, Sarah delivers.
Sarah McBride helped raise the minimum wage.
She got paid leave for workers.
She got Democrats and Republicans to work together.
We're all in for Sarah. Carpenters,
bus drivers,
nurses,
sheet metal workers.
Sarah sees us.
And she respects us.
I'm Sarah McBride. I approve this message because anyone who works hard should be able to make ends meet. That's why I'm running for Congress.
Fall into planning at Bella Terra Garden Center. Autumn is the perfect time of year for planning. Come check out our locally sourced collection of trees and shrubs of all shapes and sizes. Did you know that Bella Terra is open 7 days a week? Join our garden club for big savings and first access to all sale promotions. Stocked with the smallest succulents to the tallest of trees, Bella Terra Garden Center is here for all your gardening needs. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram. Located right off Route 16 in Ellendale.
At Delmarva Roofing and Coating, we believe in longevity. Since our start in 1988 and 10 million square feet of roofing later, we've gained the experience to solve your roofing problems. We combine those years of knowledge with cutting-edge technology to guide you through every project phase, inspection, maintenance, or installation. You can count on us to safeguard your investment with a reliable roof and service after the sale. Serving Delmarva for over 3 decades, Delmarva Roofing and Coating, above all, a good roof.
Welcome to the brand new Baths by Spicer Brothers showroom. Experience the future of bathroom remodeling. Baths by Spicer Brothers is Delmarva's exclusive BCI Elite dealer, offering more selections, styles, and colors, including options like the laser etched tile pattern system. Made in the USA, built for beauty and performance, our baths are durable, mold resistant, and guaranteed for life.
With no money down, no interest, and no payments until 2026, you have no reason to wait.
Call Baths by Spicer Brothers today because you deserve the best.
Hi y'all, it's April from Coast Country, and every Tuesday I get the honor of highlighting an amazing teacher right here on Delmarva with Teacher Feature. If you know a teacher who deserves some extra love, those who go above and beyond every day, head to coastcountry.com and nominate them today. Then tune in each Tuesday to hear their story. Teacher Feature right here every Tuesday at 11 on Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3. Sponsored by Coastal Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning and Vernon Powell Shoes.
This Saturday, November 2nd, the annual Delaware Resorts 55 Plus Expo is coming to Lewis. From 9 to 4 at Cape Henlopen High School, there will be free health screenings from BB Healthcare, and the Blood Bank of Delmarva will have a mobile donation unit on site. Even though the event is for 55 and older, the organizers encourage all ages to come and visit. Coast TV will be right back.
Listen to Big 107.7, Delmarva's classic rock station.
My dad, Mike Ramone, is a different kind of public servant. I know what you're thinking. Yeah, right. But I know from my own experience how much he cares about everyone. He's a great father and grandfather. You can see how much their futures matter to him. And he has the same passion for your kids' future. He's focused on fixing our schools and getting teachers and students the resources they need. What I can promise is he'll be a great governor for all of Delaware.
Delaware Electric Cooperative is committed to helping the communities that we are proud to power. We offer the lowest electric rates in the state and give millions of dollars in rebates to members during the holiday season. Each year, we offer hundreds of thousands of dollars in funding to local nonprofits. Safety programs teach students how to be safe around electrical equipment. And through educational opportunities and scholarships, we are empowering the next generation of co-op members. DEC is proud to keep the lights on, but prouder still to invest in the communities we serve.
The Toyota RAV4 Legacy is earned as the best-selling SUV in America. Designed with the capabilities and comfort to tame the trail or road. Right now, get a RAV4 with low 3.99% APR.
This is my legacy.
Toyota, let's go places.
Don't let other water heating services pressure you into making unnecessary fixes. Let the experts at Paradise Plumbing guide you.
We are locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience to help you identify the solution that will best fit your needs. Get your hot water flowing fast with a quick recovery heater from Rheem, in stock and ready to install for under $2,000. Pay nothing for 30 days or take advantage of our Pay Today discount. Call Paradise Plumbing today or visit us online at paradiseplumbingde.com.
Now it's time for Roofer of the Day. Led by Tyler Hershey, the crew at Hershey Exteriors came out with a strong game plan. It all started with excellent coverage, highlighted by an equipter and protective netting. But Hershey didn't stop there. When they spotted any openings in the roof, boom! They closed the gaps, keeping the home safe from any leaks. And they provide a free Golden Pledge warranty that's backed by GAF. Now that's a game changer. If you need a roof, I'd go with Hershey Exteriors because life is sweeter with Hershey Exteriors.
Dry weather and now frosty conditions are packing a double punch for our farmers. This irrigation system is what farmers rely on to keep their crops alive, and the drought has led to increased irrigation. And that's up in cost, resources, and hours of labor. And now on top of the drought, the frost we are recently experiencing is an added obstacle.
It's kind of like dew in the morning, so you get a little bit of moisture, a little bit of wet, but with strawberries specifically, we have to start putting our frost covers over a little bit earlier than we were expecting. Normally, we want to do that around Thanksgiving.
Farmers tell CoastTV as the dry weather continues, the mortality rate grows for strawberries, peaches, and other produce.
And the dry streak continues. We have some clouds on the gutter helmet cam right now, 63 for Ocean View, warming up a few more degrees into the afternoon as temperatures do gradually warm the next couple of days with a wickedly warm Halloween, then a cool down for the weekend. Remember, another way to get your forecast is the CoastTV First Alert weather phone. It's sponsored by Bearman, Dallas, Brockstead, and Federico. I'll have your 10-day forecast coming up next.
In 1925, a simple bank ledger began journaling the transactions of life in Willards, Maryland. New houses, barns, and farm equipment. Growing families and businesses both big and small. A record through time of hardship and prosperity. 100 years ago, the founding of the Farmers Bank of Willards was vital to the town. 100 years later, banking has changed, but the Farmers Bank remains steadfast in its original mission, keeping and reinvesting millions of dollars right here for the benefit of our communities.
Coast Country Cares, sponsored by Spicer Brothers, is looking for you to help stock the shelves at the Joseph House just in time for the holidays. The annual Joseph House Food Drive is Saturday, November 23rd from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. in the parking lot of the Wicomico Civic Center. Please help by dropping off non-perishable food items for those in need. All food donations are accepted no matter your neighborhood. Coast Country Cares, sponsored by Spicer Brothers.
Capstone Homes, Sussex County's locally owned, award-winning design-build custom home builder, bringing dreams to life since 2006, where personalization, luxury, and quality combine to give you the ultimate custom home buying experience. At Capstone, you'll meet with our architectural designer to review your blueprint and make any changes you want. Then you'll customize your home style with our certified interior designer. Connect with our team of custom home experts today at Capstone Homes.
Wheel of Fortune really is America's game.
There's a lot of money on that wheel.
Yes!
My heart is pounding. That was so much fun.
Yay! Now that's America's game.
Tuesday at 7 on CoastTV.
On Jeopardy, you're in smart company.
2 PhDs, a medical doctor, an optometrist, double masters. I'm a double masters too.
They hit the books, but will they hit it big? Next Jeopardy.
Tuesday at 7:30 on CoastTV.
You ever just wanna... Yeah, that's fall in Pennsylvania. You can't spell plaid without PA, and that's no coincidence. There's a reason folks fawn over our foliage, pine for our pumpkins, and sigh for our apple cider donuts. Fall is just fallier here. It's almost not fair to the other states, so get here. Pennsylvania, the great American getaway.
People get involved in all types of risky behavior. When it comes to your home's plumbing or HVAC system, don't risk it. Call Chesapeake Home Services. We take the risk because you shouldn't have to risk your family's finances with any service provider. Choose Chesapeake Home Services and get our risk-free buy-it-back guarantee. If you're not satisfied for any reason within the first year and we can't fix it, we'll buy it back. Chesapeake Home Services. We take the risk so you don't have to.
Service sure to make you smile. They always go the extra mile.
Another gorgeous afternoon in store for Delmarva. I know we've said that for the past month. Hard to believe we're not going to pick up any measurable rain for the month of October. Maybe a slight chance Friday. But for the remainder of today, it's a mix of sun and clouds, especially along the coast. Farther inland, you're seeing more sunshine, highs near 70 degrees. And then the wind starting to turn to the south as we go into this evening. So temperatures slowly falling through the 50s as we go through this evening and into tonight. Here's your Paul Davis 10-day forecast. So we're at 50 tomorrow morning. You put the plants back outside. No frost for the foreseeable future. 78 tomorrow, then 80 on Thursday. The wind's going to kick up, and we're going to see fire danger increasing as well. But looking good for the trick-or-treaters. Very warm into Thursday evening. Mild Friday, 76, and then the weekend sharply colder, 62 on Saturday. Clocks go back 1 hour Sunday morning, so make sure you check the carbon monoxide detectors, smoke detectors as well. Otherwise, 66 on Sunday. Then warming up towards Election Day. Tuesday, partly cloudy, 74. Then a little cool down as we go into Thursday, but still remaining dry for the most part the next 10 days.
Bob, the trick-or-treaters, they're going to like your forecast. Well, thank you for joining us here for Coast TV News Midday. And for more news and local weather, download our Coast TV News app. And don't forget to join us for Coast TV News at 5 later this afternoon. Have a great day.